trailer begins with a bell to signify the religious theme in the film. The trailer starts with text, which is information about the backstory of the film, which is very conventional for possession horrors, as it scares the audience by making it seem more realistic. There's also a quote from the New York Times which adds to the fear and realism of the film. There's non-diegetic instrumental sound which gets louder, and there's also the sound of quiet whispers in the background, which is quite creepy and creates tension. The extreme long shot shows the location of the film, which is Rome. This two-shot of the vicar and what could be the protagonist sets up who will be the main characters. The text inspired by true events adds to the realism and scariness of the film. This scene looks like a seminar about exorcism for religious people, which is setting up the narrative. There's a few short clips of different parts of this section of the film. There's a jump scare in this dark location which seems run down, and this makes the audience scared about why he's there and what he's doing. Also sets up the narrative to find out what's going on in the film.
Buongiorno. You're the American?
Yeah.
Don't like cats?
Not particularly.
Welcome to Rome. It's infested with cats. Make sure they don't come in.
The matches and candle and crucifixes are motifs for religion, which is the theme of the film. This shot of the girl acting strange implies that she's possessed, as well as this shot of her girl with an eye rolled back. It's more dark locations and possessed people. This is explicitly presenting her as possessed, as there's things happening to her that seem uncontrolled. A series of close-up shots of unrelated events create intrigue about the film and the narrative. This shot is very light, which is unconventional for the horror film, but the creepy old man and the young child creates contrast, and also the audience may worry about the well-being of the child and if he hurts.
Early signs of a possession are subtle.
The sound of a religious choir reinforces the religious theme,
in a limb.
and then a high-pitched noise breaks the choir music, but then the sound switches back to a louder and more dramatic version of the scene, which emphasises a change of events.
If Lucas couldn't defeat it, how?
Yeah, there's a series of shots of all the different characters and them in stressful or confusing situations. There's a lot of screaming in this section. There's a lot of explicitly possessed shots of people, and it ends in a dark location with the man staring right at the camera.
I want to be disturbed, do
And
we?
it ends with a slamming door, which is quite creepy, and it creates intrigue as to what's made the door slam and what's happening in that scene.